Okay. My name is Doug Robb, and I am one of two ag instructors at Wabash College in Mount Carmel. So thank you to the Illinois FFA and FK for allowing us to talk a little bit about our program and visit with you this afternoon. So, excuse me. So to start off with, a little background for me, and then a little bit with the other instructor. His name is Steve Hnetkovsky. We both come from a farm background. I was raised on a livestock and grain farm in Kinmundy in Marion County. I went to Kaskaskia College where I received my associate's degree, transferred to the University of Illinois, and earned a bachelor's in ag education, and later returned and got a master's from the University of Illinois in ag education. I taught high school for 14 years, 2 at Mulberry Grove, 12 at West Richland High School in Noble before I moved here to the college, and been here for, I think, 13 years. So it's a little bit about me. Steve, similar background, a little bit different. He is from Northern Illinois, and again, he had the farm background. He went to community college at JJC, Joliet Junior College, and then he transferred to Southern Illinois University at Carbondale, and his bachelor's and master's degrees are in plant and soil science. And he worked for the Soil Conservation Service, farmed on his own, did some construction. So we have a good diversity between the two of us for the program here. So as far as our program goes, we have 2 degrees that you could possibly get, one in ag business and one in ag production. I teach most of the ag business classes, ag economics, ag records, ag finance, ag business management, farm management, those types of classes. I also teach a few horticulture classes and the agronomy course. Steve deals more with the production side of things, obviously. He does the soil science, the animal science, more of the technical type classes, fertilizers, crop production, those types of things. So those are the 2 degrees we offer. You can pick either one. They're very similar. Actually, a lot of students end up taking extra classes and earning both degrees. So with that, a little bit about our program. We feel the best part of our program is the internship experience. We do have opportunity for 4 different internships. With that, just to kind of go through the program then, first semester of your freshman year in the fall is like a typical college schedule. You come Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You take the lab classes, which would be agronomy, soil science, animal science, and then along with your English requirement, and you'll take those in the morning, and then there's a dedicated lab time each afternoon. So very similar to a typical college schedule. When you get to the spring of your freshman year, then it looks a little different. We come 4 days a week, and we only go till midterm, so we have 8-week classes. The reason for that is we do have your first internship after midterm. And then we also have a summer internship. And then the fall of your sophomore year, you'll have a 3rd internship. It's a little set up a little different to coincide with harvest, but the way that works is what you will do, we'll come to classes 5 days a week, and then you'll come to campus for about 5 weeks. And then again, depending on the year, harvest sometimes comes early, sometimes it's wet and goes late. We try to be flexible, but you'll be off for 6 weeks, do the fall internship, come back, and finish up the classes. And then the spring of your sophomore year, the internship is the same as it was the spring of your freshman year. We'll go have classes till midterm, and then you'll do your internship. The one difference would be we have our classes hybrid, and as a sophomore, your spring, you only come Monday, Wednesday, Friday. At least that's the way we're set up now. So That's a little bit about our background, a little bit about the program. We do feel the internship is the best part of our program because it allows you to get hands-on experience, and that's what everybody likes, and it's better to do that than to sit in the classroom for the entire time. So with the internships, and this is just an average, most of our students are going to earn around $10,000 between all 4 internships. So that can definitely help pay most of your cost for the 2 years that you would be here. As far as examples of some of our internships, we do a lot of the farm service companies, the FS, equity, things like that. We have a lot of students that work on farms. We have students that work in greenhouses, landscaping businesses. We've had some that work in office settings. Again, it's kind of just tailored to what you want to do. So some of the internships, there's a question here about the most interesting internships. We've had 2 or 3 students that have joined a custom harvesting crew out west and did that basically all summer and into the fall. The one student, he didn't come back to fall classes till I think it was end of August, 1st of September, so he missed a couple of weeks just to finish up. We had one student that went to Idaho and worked on a farm that raised potatoes and sugar beets, things that you don't see around here. So those are some of the more interesting ones. We had one intern one time worked for NRCS in Indiana, and it was after a big flood, and the Wabash River changed course, and she did some work with some land that was kind of isolated after that happened. It was kind of a unique experience as well. So that's a little bit about our internships. I'm trying to think what else we should go with here. I might mention, if you look at the top of the webpage, I've given you our college email address. It's iecc.edu. We are a little unique in that we are part of a 4-college system. We have Frontier Community College in Fairfield, Lincoln Trail College in Robinson, Olney Central College in Olney, and Wabash Valley College in Mount Carmel. So that's the one website for all 4 campuses. We are the only campus that offers the ag classes, however. So, and since we are on the Wabash River, next to the Indiana border, we do have a lot of Indiana students. Sometimes we take field trips to places in Indiana. If you want to do an internship in Indiana, we could do that as well. So question here, favorite part of campus. We do have a nice campus. We do have a lake in the middle of campus. And you could probably imagine in rural southern Illinois, we have a lot of trees on campus. Campus is a little scattered out. Again, we're not a real big campus. We're just kind of situated on the edge of Mount Carmel. So it is a very nice campus. Most of our students commute. If you wanted to stay, there are apartments across from campus. They're privately owned. But you do have that option, and we've had students do both. Sometimes they stay. Most students will drive, especially if you're only coming 3 days a week or something like that. Other things I might mention, we do have transfer agreements with SIU Carbondale and Murray State in Murray, Kentucky. And most of our students that go on and transfer will go to one of those 2 places. We also have an agreement with the University of Illinois, agreement with Illinois State. We've sent students to Vincennes University. We've sent students to Western Illinois University. Really haven't had too much issues as far as having problems with transfer classes. So if you know where you want to go and work with us, we'll do our best to help make that pretty seamless. Next question, what opportunities are there for students to get involved with clubs and competitions? We do have an Ag Technology Club. We also have a Collegiate Farm Bureau that we started about 3 or 4 years ago. That's probably become our most active club. We do have a pretty good working relationship with most of the county farm bureaus in our district, and they help sponsor some activities. We try to have a guest speaker at least once a month while classes are in session. And sometimes, that is sponsored by one of the local county farm bureaus, and have a little social event with hopefully some in-service, and then usually we'll have some type of meal with that as well. Usually it's over our lunch hour, so when we do those. We also participate in PAS, although that kind of conflicts with some of our internships, so it just kind of depends. That's more on an individual basis. If you want to, we'll try to make it work so that you can go and compete and do those things that you're interested in. We have had some students do very well at state and go to the National PAS conference and do well there as well. But again, that's really more of an individual thing. Not a lot of students take that opportunity, again, mainly because a lot of times those conflict with our internship opportunities. So with that, we'll take any more questions if anybody has any. A couple other things we do on campus. We do host the Southeastern Illinois Farm Bureau Acquaintance Day. So we have probably 12 or 15 schools participating in that. We also host several Section 23 FFA CDEs. We host agronomy, the job interview, ag sales, ag mechanics, and ag business management. And we have students that were active in FFA that like to help with those. So we have those opportunities as well. Next question, the best life advice you have for students. I'll kind of reiterate what some of the other instructors have said, and the fact that, find something that you enjoy, that you're passionate about, that you like to do. If you do that, then it doesn't seem like work and you'll be happier. One other thing I might mention on a more personal note, you should take time to appreciate the things that you have. A few years ago, I had some major medical issues, spent some time in the hospital, and it kind of makes you appreciate what you do have. So that would be my advice to any student, whether you're an ag student or you want to go to college somewhere else, not study ag, or even if you do, is take time to appreciate the things that you have. So with that, unless I see a couple more questions here, I'll wait a little bit and see if any more come up. But we do appreciate the fact the Illinois FFA is giving us this time, and along with FK, to talk a little bit about our program. Contact information is at the top of the post with the email, and if you go to the school's website, you can find that as well. I'll be happy to answer any questions that anybody might have. So with that, I'm not seeing any more questions, so we'll finish for today, and thank you very much.